Welcome to this course OC MBA 112 Business Data Analysis for Management Science. Week 2, Lecture 3, Diagrammatic Representation of Data by Dr. K. Sankar Singh.
Today, we are going to discuss diagrammatic representation of data. In the previous classes, we discussed different visual representation of data like diagrammatic representation and graphical representation. And in the previous class, we discussed about what are the differences between diagrams and graphs. Now, in this session, we are consider the diagrammatic representation. Diagrams. A diagram is a visual form of presenting statistical data for highlighting the basic facts and relationship with the inherent in the data. The diagrammatic presentation is more understandable and it is appreciated by everyone. It attracts the attention and it is a quicker way of grasping the results, saving the time. It is very much required, particularly in presenting qualitative data. So the diagrammatic representation, it is only fit for qualitative data, not quantitative data. For quantitative data, we can apply graphical method, graphical presentation. So we will discuss graphical representation in the next lecture session. Now the diagrammatic representation, it is only fit for qualitative data. What are the advantages of diagrams? So after data collection, classification, tabulation, we need to represent our data in the visual form. Without using any mathematical knowledge, we can easily understand the data. It is one of the main advantages of diagrammatic representation. The first one is they are attractive and impressive. That is visual compact. For visual compact, we can apply diagrams. They make data more simple and intelligible. Third one, they are amenable for comparison. Using the diagrams, we can compare the two kind of data using the diagrams. They save time and labor and they have great memorizing effect. They have great memorizing effect. So these are the main advantages of diagrams. What are the advantages of diagrams? It is visual compact and it is very useful for without mathematical knowledge we can easily understand the given data. They are attractive and impressive. They make more simple and intelligible. They are amenable for comparison. We can save time and labor and they have great memorizing effect. For construction of diagrams, we need to follow some rules and regulations. What are they? So rules for constructing diagrams. The first one is a diagram should be neatly drawn in an attractive manner. Every diagram must have a precise and suitable heading. For each and every diagram, we have to mention their title or heading. Appropriate scale has to be defined to present the diagram as per the size of the paper. So the equal proportion of height and width should be maintained when making of diagrammatic representation. The scale should be mentioned in the diagram. The scale should be mentioned in the diagram. Mention the values of the independent variable along the x-axis and the values of the dependent variables along the y-axis. When constructing the diagram, we should keep independent variable in the x-axis. We can keep the remaining dependent variable in the y-axis. False baseline may be used in x-axis and y-axis if required. Legends should be used for x-axis and y-axis and each category of the independent variable to show the difference. Footnotes can be given at the bottom of the diagram if it is necessary. So after the rules for constructing network diagram, types of diagrams, we are going to discuss types of diagrams. After discuss the rules for construction of diagrams, here we are going to discuss the different types of diagrammatic representations. Namely, there are 5 types of diagrammatic representations. Namely, one-dimensional diagram, two-dimensional diagram, three-dimensional diagram, pictogram and cartogram. So one-dimensional diagrams we can draw line charts. For two-dimensional diagrams we can use bar charts and pie charts. For three-dimensional diagram we can use 3-dimension bar charts, 3D bar charts. In pictograms we can use appropriate pictures, which is representation of data. Cartogram. In this cartogram we are using conventional symbols, colors and other symbols. Especially the cartogram, the best example for cartogram is map. Map drawing is one of the best example for cartogram. Now we will discuss example for each type of diagrams. So this is one-dimensional diagram. Here in the x-axis number of workers and in the y-axis annual income. So for each number of workers, their respective annual incomes are represented by a single line, that is vertical line. This is example for one-dimensional diagram. Two-dimensional diagram. So in the two-dimensional diagram we are constructing bar diagram. We can use bar diagrams or bar chart in two-dimensional diagram. So there are 3 types of bar diagrams are available. There are 3 types of bar diagrams available, namely simple bar diagram, multiple bar diagram and subdivided bar diagram. So in this example, here simple bar diagram and the relevant example here given. So I am showing simple bar diagram example. Here 2010 to 2015 data here given and the respective production cost in lakhs represented. For this data we can draw the simple bar diagram. For each year, single bar here available. And this is multiple bar diagram. The multiple bar diagram, what is the difference between simple bar diagram and multiple bar diagram? In simple bar diagram, for each year, single bar will come. In multiple bar diagram, for each year, more than one bar will come. So when we can use this multiple bar diagram, when we are going to compare the two different types of data, means we can use the multiple bar diagram. Here for each year we are comparing the profit before tax and the profit after tax. So this is the example for multiple bar diagram. The third types of bar diagram is subdivided bar diagram. This is like a simple bar diagram. For each year, single bars will come. For on the single bar, lot of subdivisions here available. So for example, in this picture, expenditure of school 1 and expenditure of school 2. So here expenditure, they are like library books, watering plants, laboratory, computers, construction or repairs. For each category, how much they spent for each items in different school. School 1, school 2. So we can, in this subdivided bar diagram also, we can compare how much spent for each items. So this is the example for two-dimensional diagram. So pie chart or angle, circle chart or angle chart, both are equal. So in the pie chart, so all the measurement will be carried out of 360 degree, because the total angle of a circle is 360 degree. So here household expenditure of a family, different things. What are the different things we are going to list out in the expenditure menu? For food, clothing, recreation, education, rent, miscellaneous. For each item, how much we are spent for our family. For food, 174. For clothing. So in the pie chart, we can represent the values in percentage or in the angle. So without comparing any numerical value, we can easily identify for what item we spent a lot of money. So here we can easily identify for food, the family members, they spent a lot of money. So this is the example for pie chart. Three-dimensional diagram, it is look like two-dimensional, but in the two-dimensional, instead of simple bar diagram, we can use three-dimensional bars. Pictogram are diagrammatic representation of statistical data using pictures of resemblance. These are very useful in attracting attention. They are easily understood. For the purpose of propaganda, the pictorial presentations of facts are quite popular, and they also find places in exhibitions. They are extensively used by the government organizations as well as by private institutions. If needed, scales can be fixed. Despite its visual advantages, pictogram has limited application due to the usage of pictures resembling the data. It can express an approximate value than the given actual numerical value. So in this pictogram, we are using relevant pictures. For example, in this picture, so for each year from 2013 to 2017, sugar cane yield yield of a sugarcane from a certain district. This is the data, statistical data. For example, for 2013, so one sugarcane symbol is equal to 1 ton. 1 ton. So here how many sugar cans are available? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 sugar cans represent 10 tons yield. From 2014, 10 plus 3, 13 tons yield. 2015, 5 plus 4, 9 tons of sugar cane yielded. From the year 2016, 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 15. 15 tons of sugar cane yielded. For the year 2017, 1, 2, 3, 3, 5, 15 plus 3, 18. 18 tons of sugar cane yielded for the year 2017. Cartogram. So, the cartogram is a map showing geographically diagrammatic statistics of various kinds, usually by the use of shades, curves or dots. For example, in this India map, the color differentiate. This is the data. What is the data? This is the ruling parties in different states. This is the data as per 2014. As per the year 2014, October 2014, this is the statistics. In this pictogram, we are giving different colors, ruling parties in different states. Here we can differentiate by colors. Similarly, in the maps, we can highlight the railway path, airlines path, shipping path, etc. by using some conventional symbols. This is what cartogram. So far, we discussed the different types of diagrammatic representations, namely one-dimensional diagram, two-dimensional diagram, three-dimensional diagram, pictogram and cartogram. Thank you.